Pico Duarte, roof of the Caribbean, is located in San Juan Province, Dominican Republic. With an elevation of 10,164 feet, it is not an easy hike. And in this episode, we climb to the top. Today is the day, Pico Duarte. Oh, Lord. Whew. You gonna make it?
Okay, so we are taking a break from the boat work this week, and we're gonna hike a mountain. We're gonna hike Pico Duarte. It's the tallest mountain in the Caribbean, about 10,000 feet. It should take us about 3 days, and this will be our first overnight hike for both of us. So it should be pretty exciting, a new challenge for us. We're finishing up packing right now, and then we're gonna go pick up our friends Don and Heather, who are coming with us, and then we're gonna head over there. How's the packing coming, Ben?
Almost done. Packing up all of our camera stuff. Well, not all of it, but some of our camera stuff. And then our camping gear, which we don't have much of. We gotta get the tent out of the thing.
You see it in there?
I'm going in.
Okay.
And I need to get some clothes up from under the bed.
Alright.
I need some help for that.
Okay.
So put the camera down.
There we go. Nice.
We got all of our stuff packed, as you can see. All of our gear. We have a donkey rented. Check. We have a tour guide rented. Check. All of our stuff packed, and we're ready to do the hike. We've been jogging and exercising and getting ourselves in shape and ready to do it. And yeah, it's time to do it. I might ride the donkey though. I mean, come on, it sounds fun to ride a donkey. We're in the Dominican Republic. You gotta ride a donkey at least once, right? Somebody's gonna ride the donkey before this trip is over. After gathering all of our stuff and packing what we thought we would need, we jump in our dinghy and head over to Selling Rock Little to pick up our friends Heather and Don. They had just completed hiking the Colorado Trail. When it comes to hiking, these guys are the real deal. We definitely need to fix the music though. After a quick dinghy ride back to Acadian, we promptly pack everyone's gear into the rental car and begin our trip to Pico Duarte. We take the scenic route along the coast through Cabarete to Mocha, where we start the weekend off right, with lunch and beers overlooking the valley.
Cheers!
Cheers!
After lunch, we continue to the Rancho Jarabacoa headquarters, where we meet our guide and pay for the tour. We expected to have a room booked at the resort for the night, but later found out we would be staying here, in small tents on a concrete slab under a pavilion at the park headquarters.
Okay, so we made it to base camp. First order of business?
Cheers.
The wine.
Yeah, we got these nice accommodations here. All right, so we have a nice, fabulous tent on a concrete slab with a mattress, though. They did give us some mattresses. We have a guide and a guy with a donkey or a mule to pack all of our stuff. Rancho Jarabacoa is the outfit that's bringing us up the mountain. Cheers.
Clink.
Clink.
Okay, so good morning.
Yeah, 6 a.m.
So day one, the hike. We have about a half a day hike.
6 hours.
6 hours to the next campsite. And then we'll spend the night there, spend the day and the night there, and then on to the summit tomorrow.
That's right.
Why do I sound so nasally?
I don't know. This damn rooster's been crowing since 4 a.m. Listen.
Ready for day one?
Yeah, let's go hike a mountain. After having granola bars and coffee for breakfast, we get a briefing from the park manager. Although it is in Spanish, we get the gist of what he's saying. But man, we really need to work on our Spanish.
Ok, present. Los tablones. Sube, 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 sube. Aquí. Agüita fría. Nacimiento de río.
That's where the that river born in Agüita Fría.
Stream.
Okay.
Yeah, a natural spring.
Now with this river.
Compartición.
Nice.
Judía con compartición.
Okay. That's the camp.
That's where we are now.
Now we're going to go
Next
to
camp we go to.
Oh, that's the next one.
camp.
Yeah.
Sí. Bueno,
Yeah, boy.
buena suerte.
Alright, about to head out.
Yeah, the fight. After a comprehensive briefing, the guides pack our gear onto the mules. We have parting words with the local alarm clock, take some photos, and then start out across the river and up the trail. Been crowing all morning, dude. Really? This was the sound of our campsite last night. Water flowing all night long, man. Just so comfortable and relaxing. Beautiful place. These are the mules that are going to bring us up right here. So they're going to carry all of our gear. And then there's the sunrise. Check it out. The hike starts out at the park's headquarters, which is 1,110 meters above sea level. The trail is wide, flat, and muddy, due to October being the start of rainy season. At this point, we're very optimistic and have no clue what we're in for later on in the day.
Which way do we go? I guess this way.
It's a little muddy up here. That's alright.
Pretty easy hike.
So far, it's good. I'm sure we're going to get to a spot where it's not so easy.
Oh wow. That's cool.
We got a new guide. Within the first few miles, we're joined by Tom, Pico Duarte's unofficial tour guide. He's the sweetest dog and a local of one of the nearby villages. Our guides say they have seen him many times, and he stays with us through the entire hike, waiting for us to head on the trail when we fall behind. This little dog met us on the trail earlier. He is literally leading us up the trail to the base camp. You gonna follow us all the way up the mountain, dude? We gotta name him. Snoopy. Snoopy. What's up, Snoopy? Oh, look, you know how to get across, don't you? You've done that before, huh? Around 8 kilometers into the hike, terrain drastically changes. The incline becomes steep and slippery. Temperature begins to drop and fauna is beginning to transition from the dense tropical rainforest into the pine forest that's at the peak. Big old pine tree. Huh.
What are we supposed to do with these 3 sandwiches?
Eat them. You alright? Can you talk? See the top of the mountain across. So we're getting pretty high up here. There's our hiking partners. Holly's going a little slow. She's a little tough time with the thin air over here, but that's okay. And there's the guide. And that's the trail ahead of us. The trail's starting to flatten out up here. That should be pretty good for her. I mean, just taking it slow. Making sure everybody's nice and comfortable and enjoying the views, man. Look at the ferns on the side of this wall right here. That's a cliff that goes up. And then you can just see across the valley to the other mountains. It's beautiful. You gonna make it? Well, hey, Snoopy. Lord. Whew. After 11 kilometers of hiking, we make it up to La Laguna and rehydrate ourselves with some delicious pineapple. We refill our water jugs from the cold mountain stream before getting back on the trail for the grueling vertical hike up to Aguada Frida, which sits at 2,650 meters or 8,694 feet above sea level. We're here at one of the rest stops. Our guides are cutting up some pineapples for us. And yeah, really, really sweet. So far the hike is pretty vertical. Not very technical, but you have to be in really good shape to do this hike. It is absolutely gorgeous up here. So this is a protected park in the Dominican Republic. So all this territory is a national park. They're very protective of it. The only way you can come up here is with a guide. Everything you pack in, you pack out. So really, really cool to see a beautiful place like this being taken care of. This is the rest stop here. Our life support. We have like 6 mules with us.
Nelo, entonces llamas al mapa de radio y diciendo que yo vaya a llamar. Entonces llamas al mapa de radio y ya te le cogió. No, es que ahora le cogió con el perro, Ahora andaba esta mañana con 2 perros ahí.
Pero Snoopy. Hey, oh. It smells delicious. The pineapple smells delicious.
No. My sandwich.
Ah, que están sacando una más madura.
Delicious. Not long after leaving La Laguna, our guide convinces Holly to ride one of the mules. This was her first time on a mule, and it takes full concentration not to fall off. But after a few kilometers down the trail, she gets the hang of it and rides all the way up to Aguida Frida.
I can't handle it. I tried.
Yeah, it's a little much. No.
It was my best.
All right, another mile. Let's do it. Okay, so here we are. We made it to Aguida Frida, which is the top of one of the ridges, and it's pretty way up here. And it's like a straight drop off right here. And we are in the clouds. It looks like it's foggy because we're walking through the clouds, which is really cool. All right, we're going down again. This terrain is quite rough. It's just these loose rocks. Oh, sheesh. What you doing there, Holly? Once we make it up to Aguida Frida, we begin to hear thunder from an approaching rainstorm, which is an everyday occurrence this time of year. Luckily, we're close to shelter where we're able to wait it out.
All right, almost to the campsite for the night, but waiting out in a little rainstorm.
Yeah, and it's raining.
So take a little break, eat some food.
Up here in the clouds. Like a pine forest.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's cool. This poor donkey has had to haul me everywhere.
He's doing a good job, though. I think he likes it.
No, I don't think he likes me riding him because I don't know how to ride a donkey and keeps getting confused.
No. After the rain passes, we all continue on foot to the mountain camp. The camp sits at 2,450 meters or 8,038 feet elevation. This means we hike down 200 meters over the crazy rough terrain to the camp from Aguida Frida. Alright, so we are approaching base camp. And if you listen really, really good, you can hear the water of the river again. The camp is right next to the river. If it's not too turbulent, we might be able to go swim in it. It's going to be extremely cold, but I think I'm going to try it. If we can, it would be really nice to rinse all of this sweat off of us. This is the trail. Heather and Don were way ahead of us, but that's okay. We're not they're more experienced hikers than we are. Oh, hey, check it out. I think we have made it. So we should be really close to this base camp now. And man, are we going to be glad to see it. We just hiked 20 kilometers or 14 miles or so. Whew. What a hike. Alright, so we're at the end of our hike for the day. We just completed 20 kilometers and Holly is she's inching her way up the last hill. The house is right there. It's our base camp for tonight. You doing it? You almost got it. Look how beautiful this is, dude. Just aside from all the hiking and stuff, take a look at that. We just came down from there. We hiked all the way to the top up there, all the way down this mountain side, across the ravine, and now we're at the camp. Whew, that was a climb today, dude. I've never done anything like that in my life. That was hard. It was really hard. So here's our camp for the night. Nice big open space. Wow, look at that. That is gorgeous. Wow, that's beautiful. And there's Holly finishing the hike. Good job, baby. You did it. That's funny. All right. So apparently this was the hard part of the hike today. 20 kilometers. Tomorrow is like 5. What'd you think?
Hard.
Worth the effort?
Yeah. Hard for morning.
Yeah. All the donkeys getting some rest.
Where do we go?
I don't know. I think around the other side. Let's go find Heather and Don. Get these wet shoes off. Celebrate. We're completely enveloped in a cloud right now. See how it looks all foggy? We're currently at 7,300 and something feet elevation. And we're at the base camp for the Pico Duarte hike. We're gonna summit the peak tomorrow. The trailhead is right behind me, right there. So it'll be, we'll leave here tomorrow at 5 a.m. It's gonna be 1 hour up. So we'll see the sunrise from the top of the peak, and then we'll come back down to base camp, get our stuff, and then we're gonna trek out of here. Another 20 kilometers tomorrow after summiting the peak. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty intense day tomorrow again, but that's okay. That's what we signed up for. So yeah, looking forward to it. Holly and I make it to the mountain camp behind Heather and Don, where our guides have food waiting. We settle in by drying our shoes over a campfire, finish off a bottle of rum, before climbing into our sleeping bags around 6 p.m. Not long after, I have a small bout with what seems to be food poisoning, which keeps me awake all night. And before we know it, we're being woken up at 4 a.m. to summit the peak for sunrise.
You gonna make it, babe? On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like Pico Duarte?
The nature part of it is amazing.
Yeah.
The climbing part of it is...
Straight vertical.
Yeah, it's horrible. And then the Dominicans they do this like every day. So to them it's easy. And it's just, it's a tough one.
Wow. Good.
All right, guys, we are summiting Pico Duarte now. This is the climb to the peak right here. Man, the views are amazing out there. Really cool. to we're over 10,000 feet, and we're about to be to the very top. This has been a very pretty tough challenge for us. We're not hikers, but we're doing it. Top of the Caribbean. How you feel about that?
Make it yet.
He said the Pico. It's right there.
Made it.
Alright, so there it is. That's the roof of the Caribbean. 10,000 and something feet. You glad we did that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kicked our butts, dude. This is not an easy hike, but I'm glad we did it. We hiked the final 2,000 plus feet up to the summit and enjoy the views for a moment. After enjoying the fact that we just climbed the highest mountain in the Caribbean, we begin our trek back down to the mountain camp, where we have some breakfast before the 20-kilometer hike / ride back to the park headquarters. For this leg, 3 of us choose to ride mules out. Don was the only one of us who hiked all the way out. The only way to do Pico Duarte. Wow. Good job, mule. Today is the day after our Pico Duarte hike. We finished the hike yesterday at, I don't know, 4 p.m., around 3 p.m., 4 p.m.,
3, yeah.
3 or 4. And it was either sleep on a concrete floor with a mattress that's about that thick with no pillows. So we had that option. or
we could book a resort.
Or we could book a room at a really nice resort.
We went for the resort.
Yeah, we chose the resort. So last night we made it to the resort.
Around 5.
Yeah, 5 or 6. Had a really good meal. Checked in, had a really good meal at a restaurant. The beautiful views of the Jimanoa River. Mm-hmm. River de Jimanoa. How do you say river?
Rio.
Yeah, Rio de Jimanoa. I'm sure it's Rio? Mm-hmm. Okay. Like she said. And then this morning we woke up, had free breakfast because it's a nice resort and they give you free breakfast. And yeah, that's it. So what do you think about the Pico Duarte hike?
It was probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Not probably, it was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
It was
I couldn't make it to the top. I had to get on a donkey. I couldn't go anymore.
A mule.
Mule. It's the same thing.
Nope, not the same thing.
Well, whatever. I had to get on an animal to haul me up the rest of the way because I just couldn't go anymore. My legs were giving out. So,
yeah.
But still proud of what I did do.
Yeah, man.
3/4 of the way. It was pretty hard. It was all vertical. It was worth it. It was so beautiful up there. It was really cool.
Yeah, it was like an authentic experience. Like you just had to immerse yourself in the DR culture to be able to do this hike because we had to have guides, caravan of mules. We had like 5 or 6 mules with us. Mm-hmm. And then, I think it was 3 guides. And it took every bit of that to get us all to the top and all the way back down. It was over 7,000 feet worth of climbing. Like we climbed 7,000 feet up into the highest peak in the Caribbean.
Yeah, it was really cool.
It's the very tip top of the Caribbean.
So just to say, if you do plan on doing that hike, They say you need to be in decent physical condition. No, I've always considered myself in decent physical condition, but you need to be like top
physical condition.
top, yeah.
Yeah,
It was freaking hard.
I was able to climb all the way up to the peak. I could not hike out. Like I would have needed at least 2, maybe 3 days worth of rest to be able to hike out of there. So I even had to ride a mule all the way out, which was the total trip.
Kilometers.
The total trip that day would have been 20 miles of hiking.
Miles or kilometers?
No, miles.
Miles.
20 miles of hiking. Yeah, so thank God for the mules.
Thank God for the mules.
Thank God for the mules.
Would you say it was worth it? Worth the
Oh,
trip?
hell yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it
it's
was
worth
worth-
doing.
yeah,
I would say do it if you come to the DR.
Definitely worth the experience. So a true Dominican experience. I'm not sure if there are many of those left, but that is definitely one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we roughed it for a while, but now we're about to go have a margarita at the bar.
Yeah, check out this place right there. It's awesome. Apparently, it's like the most trafficked trail up the mountain. So
Yeah, it's fun to make our way to sit down.
oh Lord, oh sheesh. Whew. I got it. Whew. What a hike.
Sí.